Good morning and welcome to Onboarding. Um, the first part of this call, we're going to be doing introductions, okay? So we're not going to spend a lot of time gabbing until after it's just me and my new students. The other instructors can be jealous that new students are mine this week. Can't have them. They're mine. So my name is Miss Marcia. I am your instructor, and I'm also the program chair for medical billing and coding. And you'll get to know more about me here in just a little while. I'm going to go ahead and introduce Miss Franny.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Miss Franny, your online registrar. And basically, I'm here to help make sure your curriculum stays on track and that your curriculum, as long as you're passing courses, you will graduate on time. If you need any type of verification to state that you're in school, you would also contact me and I will be able to create a letter for you. The one thing I love about my job is that I get to seal your diploma. So I look forward to all of y'all and seeing you on stage at graduation. Welcome to Unitech. And if you need anything, please don't hesitate to contact.
Thank you, Miss Franny. Next, we're going to go to our NBC lead instructor, Miss Danielle Washington.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unitech. um, One of the things that you're going to hear a lot from all of us, including our instructors, our administrating team, is communication. Communication is going to be key and very vital to your success while you are enrolled. So be sure to communicate with Ms. Marcia. She's amazing. She is a veteran in this, and she's been doing it for a very long time. So anything that you come across that you may have some concerns with, or any obstacles that you're going to be dealing with while you're in the course, communicate that information with her so she can help you to come up with some type of resolution. Your attendance, you want to be sure that you're getting in there and completing your assignments daily so that you are counted as present each day while you're in your classes. And congratulations on your first start.
Thank you, Miss Danielle. All right, next we're gonna go to Miss Brandy. I'm not sure what Miss Crystal's doing over here.
Good morning, everybody. And like Miss Danielle said, we're just wanting to welcome you to Unitech. You have taken the hardest part in any new journey, and that is that first step. You got yourself back in school, and you've got a goal in mind, and keep it in mind because sometimes life's going to throw things at you, and it's going to be easy to say, I just can't do that right now. But keep your goal at the forefront of your mind and stay focused, as best you can. And when life does throw things at you, like Miss Danielle said, communicate that with Miss Marcia and she'll work with you as best she can. Okay, so again, welcome and congratulations.
All right, thank you, Miss Brandy. Miss Crystal, are you available? There she is, Miss Crystal.
Good morning and welcome to the first day of your journey to your career. This is the first day. Please remember, like everyone is saying, communication is key. We are not mind readers. So if you have something that is going on, you have a great instructor who's going to be able to direct you into the right direction. So again, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much. Okay, instructors and administration, if y'all want to hop off real quick, and new students, stay with me so we can have a conversation real quick. Well, it may not be real quick, but it won't be real long either.
Nice meeting y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys, give me just 1 minute. We have a student that is trying to get on, and I'm trying to help her out really quickly. Have to click over here to click over there to click. Clickety click, 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 right? Okay, she should be joining us really quickly. Well, I know you're not happy about having your cameras on. I can already tell, but look, I don't care what you look like, where you're at. It's hard to talk to black boxes, y'all. So I try not. When I was on ground in school at the campus, they called me the cell phone Nazi because my students could not look at their cell phones during lecture only, unless they were having an emergency, and then they would talk to me. Now they call me the camera Nazi because I'm like, I want to see you. If it's just a minute to say hi, I want to see your face. To me, if I can look at you while I'm talking to you, I can tell if you're understanding or not. Okay, I'm just kind of buying time for Lindsay to get in. All right, so I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit about myself while we're waiting for Lindsay. My name is Miss Marcia. I have 5 kids. My youngest is 17. My oldest is 28. I've been married for 30 years, been together for 34 years. And my husband has a master's in business, and he's an over-the-road truck driver. So he went through his midlife crisis and found his dream job doing that. And so a lot of the times I'm here alone, which is fine. I have a couple of sons that still live with me. But y'all will see me get real excited about once every month or so because my husband's coming home. Also, I have a new grandson. He's 2 months old. His name is Prince, and don't worry, you will see him at some point because he'll come in the middle of Zoom and I'll say, hang on, let me show you my baby, because, you know, first grandchild, he absolutely adores me. He sees me and his whole face lights up. So I don't just love him to pieces. You know, you can tell I'm just not very fond, right? So my family and my students are really where my world is wrapped around. I'm not a goer. I'm not a shopper. Now, Amazon, I'm your girl, but I don't, this is what I do. This is what I do. This is what I love. So you have to work harder to fail my class than you do to actually pass it. I mean, really, I try to make it so doable for you because we're all in different walks of life, right? How many of you work? Jonathan, I know that you're busy. So, how many of you have kids? So you're working, you have kids. I understand all of that. I get it. Even if you're not working right now, life happens, right? I've always heard the saying, the devil gets after you when you're doing something right, right? So there are going to be things that happen. Kids are going to get sick. I mean, there may be emergencies within this time that you're with me. I am a real person. Please, you don't have to give me all your personal business, although I'm here to listen and whatever we need to do. But if you let me know what's going on, then I can help you, right? I can reopen your assignments. I can give you extensions. There are things that I can do to help you. I've had students whose their computer broke in the middle of the program. They couldn't afford to get another computer, but we worked it out. They would go to the library once a week and I would actually text them assignments. So you know what I mean? I am here to help any way that I can. You just have to meet me halfway, right? All right, so we're going to get into some of the information part of it. And I am going to want to know some things about you guys, but we'll do that towards the end. I'm trying to find my presentation. I'm going to share my screen with you. Can you guys see? Yep. Okay. Welcome. And these are all of the students that are starting today. Tracy, Aaliyah, Alexis, Lindsay, Jonathan, Celeste, and Destiny. I already told this to some of the other girls, but I'm going to say it again. Like right now I have 4 Destinies. So if for some reason you get a strange text from me, you may want to double check and say, hey, Miss Marcia, is this for me? I try to be very, very careful. I usually go by last names so that I don't make that mistake. Jonathan, you don't have to worry. I have no other Jonathans in my class. So you're good. I'm sorry. I'm just being funny. Okay, so we're going to talk about the 3 A's for success: attendance, academics, and accountability. I am not just throwing something out there. Really, if you attend class, if you attend to your assignments, you study, and you're accountable for your work, you're not going to have any problems. So how do you get attendance? For my class, every day, I give you a bell ringer. Bell ringers are due every single day. Now, I'm giving you information, guys, but I'm not just going to give it to you. I'm going to show it to you, okay? So don't worry, you're going to be able to see this. Your bell ringers are due daily. I will turn them on at 6 a.m. and they're not due until 11:55 p.m. Okay, so say the kids are sick, or you're not feeling well, or maybe your internet was off because they were working on the lines down the road and you miss a bell ringer. What do you think you need to do?
Text you, call you, email you.
Let me know. And guess what I'll do? I'll reopen it for you.
Miss Marcia, did you see the text from Frankie? I think she got lost.
Okay, just a second. Let's go in one.
Oh, wait.
We're good. We are good. Usually we have a lot more administration show up, but sometimes Mondays are like this, right? Okay, so consecutive absences. Now, I'm going to tell you, especially once you get into the flow, if you miss 1 or 2 days, I'm automatically going to text and say, hey, Alexis, is everything okay? I noticed that you didn't get anything turned in yesterday. And you can say, oh, Miss Marcia, I worked a double yesterday. I've been tired, but I'm going to, you know what I mean? You're not a number to me. You're actually a real person, and I am concerned about you getting your assignments done and getting what you need. So if you're absent for 7 straight days, you're going to get a letter, and it's called your 7-day letter. And it's just a warning. You're like, okay, you know, why haven't you been here for 7 days? And they may ask me, they'll ask me first, Miss Marcia, Jonathan hasn't been here for 7 days. What's going on? And I may say, oh, Jonathan's work schedule has not allowed him to do any work this week, but he's going to get caught up next weekend. So you know what I mean? So it keeps everybody in the know. On your 14th day, you will be dropped. And that's 14 days consecutive. They count the weekends. Okay? They count the weekends. So, you know, 2 weeks is 14 days. All right. I've already said this. Your bell ringers open at 6 a.m. and they're due by 11:55 p.m. So you have 2 other types of assignments. You have exams and you have labs. So you're going to have labs every day, unless you have an exam. For example, you have 5 days. So Monday you'll have a lab, Tuesday you'll have a lab. Let's just say on your syllabus, Wednesday you have an exam scheduled. I won't put a lab, I'll put the exam. So you're not getting an exam on top of a lab. Does that make sense? I'm allowing you to use your lab time to take your exam. I don't want to pile everything on top of you. So I leave that lab time open for you to do your exam. Here's the good news. I open your labs and exams on Mondays by 6 a.m. Even if your test isn't scheduled until Wednesday, I'm going to open it Monday. So you have from Monday until Sunday at 11:55 p.m. to turn in your labs and exams. Okay? Right now, you're not going to be responsible for any exams. You haven't been here long enough. I'm not going to do that. That just sets you up to fail, and that's not how we do things. I will give extensions with an explanation. We've already talked about that. Okay, so let's say that you take your first test and you get really, really nervous and you completely bomb. What do you think you need to do? It's okay. Aaliyah, what do you think you need to do if you bomb a test?
Can you retake it?
Yes, all you have to do is let me know. Miss Marcia, I completely bombed that test. Can I study again and retake it? And guess what? I'm going to let you. I have terrible test anxiety. And so I understand what it means to get anxious. And sometimes there's technical issues. I've had students be in the middle of test and I don't put times on mine, and something glitched and it completely booted them out and they got an F on it. And I just don't want you to be anxious. You can always tell me and we can always redo some things. Again, communication is so key, y'all. Just let me know. Just talk to me. Don't ghost me. Don't run away from me. Okay, so there's a couple of things that I need you to take note of. As new students, when you go into the module, when I finally release you to go into the module, there are going to be zeros there because that's how that system works. It's going to mark zeros on everything up until this point. I'm going to drop all of that. Do not worry. It takes time, though. I have to go into every single assignment we've done since before you got here, and I have to drop all of that. So give me some grace and give me some time to get your grade book updated. Now, if you have a question and you forget, just text me and let me know and I'll remind you. Also, you have 3 manuals coming. You have a CPT manual, you have an ICD-10 manual, and you have a HCPCS manual coming. It's coming by mail. I don't mail that. Unitech doesn't mail that. That gets mailed out by the book company, okay? I can't control when it's going to get there, but what we can control is you not getting stressed out because you can't do assignments the regular way because you don't have your manual to look things up, all right? So don't want you guys to be stressed about that. This week is going to be very easy. I'm not sticking you in the middle of anything. All right, now this is very, very important. After you graduate, you matriculate through the program and you're ready to go. You're going to need to take your NCCT certification, right? So I need you to make an account at ncct.org. It's ncctinc.org. Create an account. Study materials are not free, but you have 9 months to save because I can't give you these materials. It's not, will we go over it? Yes. Tomorrow I have a 9 a.m. class and we will go over it. We will start going over some things. You're not ready for that. So I'm not going to invite you to 9 a.m. tomorrow, okay? I think it would just blow your minds. So after we get done with onboarding, you can expect an email with your very first assignment. Okay, so you may be thinking, well, Miss Marcia, you know, what are assignments going to be like this week? Well, don't worry, because you'll be getting an email. So this is day 1. This is today. Watch or attend Zoom onboarding. Guess what? You're already halfway there, right? Complete the assignment, send in your email this back to your instructor. This is a picture of what you're actually going to be getting in your email. It's very easy. It says things like, do you have a computer? Do you have Wi-Fi? How long has it been since you've turned your computer on? When is this assignment due? Right here. And it actually says it on the little thing right there. So it's very, very easily done. The last question is, what are 5 goals that you've set for yourself this year? I want you to take some time to think about it. That's important. I think that that's important for everybody. So it's very easy for you to know what you have to turn in today, right? Just reminder, communication is key. I sent everybody a welcome letter. There was a video in that welcome letter in the first paragraph. How many of you watched that video with Miss Danielle?
I watched it.
I watched half of it. I didn't get to finish.
Okay. Well, that's perfectly fine. That's part of your assignment today. Go back and watch that, okay? If you want to get to know Jenzabar even more, go to YouTube. Guys, I'm going to tell you now, I'm a YouTube girl. So many things can be found on YouTube. And with being a biller and coder, there is a wonderful resource. So this assignment here is very small, but when I send you the copy, it'll be big, okay? And watch your video and email that back to me, this assignment back to me by 11:55 p.m. so you can be made active in class. If you do not email this back to me, you will not be in my class. Okay, so that's how important this one assignment is. So that's today. What happens tomorrow? Well, here's tomorrow's, and I will email it to you in the morning. You're going to complete your orientation. Miss Franny's already emailed that to you, right? With all the videos. If you've already finished it, guess what? You don't have anything to do tomorrow. Let's see. But I would like for you to get to know Jenzabar so you can spend time doing things like that, but you don't have like a solid, anything solid to do, except once you finish your orientation, if you've already finished it, tomorrow you're going to email this, orientation completed. I can mark you present. I can give you your daily assignment because you've emailed me back, right? If you don't email me, you'll be absent. So then what happens Wednesday? I wonder. I've given you 2 videos to watch, and you're going to give me 10 things. What happens on Thursday, day 4? Do you get the gist? Your day is planned out. It's very, very easy to do these things. You're not going to have to worry. Okay, now on Thursday, it's more of an assignment. You're going to be getting into your textbooks and reading, and I'm going to show you some features on the textbook. Now, if you'll notice, I said due Sunday by 11:55. That means this assignment doesn't have to be turned into me until 11:55 by 11:55 on Sunday. But I want you to email me and say, Miss Marcia, I am working on my assignment. I just need to hear from you every day in order to mark you present. Does that make sense? Yes?
Yes.
This is just your first week. Starting next week, it'll be a little bit different, and I'm going to show you that. Then on Friday, you have another assignment, and I have copied and pasted this assignment for you here, and you're going to use your textbook to complete it. Now, again, this is not due until Sunday night. So Thursday and Friday's assignments, you can do Sunday night, okay? It's not due until Sunday night, 11:55. Any questions? Am I making sense? Am I making sense? If I'm not, let's stop now and let's talk about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So your first week is already planned out for you. We're going to be conversing through email. I'm going to be getting your assignments through email. Next Monday, you're going to be able to start doing your lessons in Jenzabar. Now, I still want you to get into Jenzabar and see what it's all about. But I'm going to show you right now. You're going to be in module 154. Module 154. So whenever you get into Jenzabar, whenever you get your login and you can get into your e-learning, then you're going to see you need to click 154. Okay, so when you pull up your, hang on, want to start out with the first page you're going to see. When you pull up your Jenzabar and you get into module 154, this is the very first thing that you're going to see. Now, in this, it reminds you that daily assignments are due daily. bell ringers, daily assignments. Labs and exams are due Sunday by 11:55, and it just kind of gives you a synopsis. Guys, don't contact me on the weekends unless it's an emergency. If it's an emergency, if you're flipping out about a test, text me, yes, but that's my only day off, and I work 2 jobs. I work 2 jobs. So when you guys say you're busy, I understand. I've already had 4 meetings this morning, so I get it. But also, I want you to know that I'm not telling you if you have something going on, just don't contact me and just say, hey, I forgot. Well, wait until Monday and we'll talk about it. If it's Christmas Day or Christmas vacation, I'm not going to answer. That's our vacation, right? So this is the book that we're in, Buck Step by Step. So every module, when you click in, you're going to be able to see the book that you're in. Now, this is our book, and it comes with a workbook. We're going to get in, I'm going to get in and show you your books too, but I want to show you Jenzabar. I want to show you all the neat things that you have to help guide you. Okay, all of your PowerPoint slides for every module. This is chapter 12 through 23. All of your PowerPoint slides will always be there, okay? If your chapter is 50 pages long, go read your PowerPoint slides first because it's a lot to read, right? But if you read your PowerPoint slides and you can still do your exercises, you're going to be all right, okay? Let's see. There's a news and announcements portion. In news and announcements, you can see that I put up just something inspirational for my students last week, telling them that I'm proud of them. We did something for Constitution Day. This is a CPT workshop that's extra if they want to watch that. And then we were off for Labor Day. So in your news and announcements, there's going to be like school closures and things that I just want to share with you in general. The next tab in the gray area is Zoom link and Zoom class recordings. So say that we have a Zoom lecture and you're unable to make it. Are you just out of luck? No, I record everything I do. I record it. So when it's time for Zoom and you want to come in, this is our Zoom link. You see Miss Danielle's Zoom link? The lady that you watched the video for on the welcome letter, she and I do group classes together every Thursday at 4 o'clock. So you will have a live lecture every Thursday at 4 o'clock. If you cannot make it, this is where you will come to watch it. So this was a class. Hello and welcome to Thursday's Zoom class. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so does that make sense? If you can't make Zoom, you are still going to get the very same information that everybody else got that day. So you don't have to be stressed. I want you to come to Zoom. I want you to be part of class, but I also don't want you to beat up on yourself if you have to miss one day or if you can't make it, okay? You're always going to be able to find your Zoom links and your Zoom recordings here. I always email them the day before. For example, on Wednesday, you'll get an email from me with what Zoom link we're going to be using. This Thursday, I'm hosting. So it'll be this link, but you'll get an email with it in there anyway. So, because it reminds you, right, when you hear that email go off. So that's your Zoom links and your Zoom recording. Your syllabus, every module, you're going to have a syllabus. I don't know very many students who use the syllabus, but your grading weights are here. Your bell ringers are 30% of your grade, your labs are 30% of your grade, and your exams are 40% of your grade. And this is the grading scale, if you forget what that is. Okay, let's see. All right, so probably my students' very favorite resource that I give them is called A Week at a Glance. By Friday, by 5 o'clock, you will know what you have to do for your next week's work. So this is what the regular class is doing this week. It's their labs and exams only. I don't put bell ringers on here. So today, this is what they have to do. Tomorrow, this is what they have to do. Thursday, they have an exam. So say you're off the weekend and you want to get ahead on your work, you have that opportunity. But if you don't worry about it. But I always love to know what I've got coming up. How many of you think that this is going to be a good resource for you?
Yeah, I do.
Me.
I love to know what I've got coming up. And sometimes they're pretty, and so, you know, it just depends on what mood I'm in. You know, it just, this is where I do my creative stuff. But yeah, every week, like this coming Friday, you guys will already know what you have to do next week so you can get prepared on the weekend to hit that work. So you have a week at a glance every single week to show you what's coming up. All right, is there anything that you want to see that we've talked about so far? All right, now here is your coursework. This is where you're going to go in and do your work. So let's take a look, and you can see that we start day 1, day 2, day 3. All modules start that way. Now, you guys are starting on day 1, day 2, day 3 because it's your first week. Okay, so let's see. I got F's on my stuff, y'all. Sorry, because I don't do the work. All right, so let's see. We are on day, what day are we on today? We're just going to do day 15. I don't know what that is. Hang on. Did I forget to turn the bell ringer on this morning? Let's see. Do today. Nope, we're on day 22. I did not forget to turn it on. Okay, here we go. I didn't go far enough down. So today's day 22. So if you were starting on that today, this is what you would see. I do little daily doses, little 15-minute morning, and welcome to Tuesday mini lecture on chapter 17, the cardiovascular system. I'm just going to give you guys a reminder that this is you're going to see my face every day. You just are. Sometimes it's fun stuff. Sometimes it's not. Now, and I'm going to tell you, I want you to watch these, but if all you did was answer your question, say I put true, submit this daily assignment, I'm done. The questions are actually very easy, very quick, but you can go back later and watch the video if you're trying to get that done before work and you want to watch it later. But everything that I give you to watch has important information in it. So I really want you to give it your best shot to watch it. Okay. So let's go back to coursework. All right, so that was my bell ringer. So check bell ringer for today. And so I could be marked present for today. But there are other things like exams and then your labs. Let me just show you what the labs look like. Let me open up a lab. So today it says read pages 467 to 484. And then we need to submit exercise 1710. And I've actually copied and pasted it into the assignment for you. So all you have to do is go down here and put 26. You see what I mean? It's very easy to do that. Now, I'm going to submit the lab. And I'm good to go. It's just that easy to submit your assignment. What happens if you want to do it on a Word? Some of my students do it like in Word. They'll do their stuff in Word, they'll save it, and then they upload it. So say that you turned in the wrong assignment. You don't know what to do. See where it says add comment? You can come in here And let's see, let me find something. And put what you wanted to put in case it's the wrong thing. Just say, hey, Miss Marsha, I uploaded the wrong thing. So let me just open this and upload this in there. No, I don't want to do that one. I'm going to show you how easy it is to upload something. I just need to upload something that oh, I uploaded a picture of my grandbaby. And I just save it. That's my grandbaby. See, I told y'all, any excuse I can get to show you his picture or whatever. So it's just that easy to make sure that I get something. If you put it in comments, I'm gonna be able to capture it. If you upload it, I'm gonna be able to capture it. However you put it in there, I can do it. I can see it. So back to coursework. Is there anything in coursework that you guys want to see? You're going to be able to get in there and play with it if you once you get your login. I do want to say that I do give extra credit assignments for students, and you can do it even if your grade is perfect, but I can't give you more than 100. So if you do it, I can't give you 105%. Okay. But let's look at some of the things. I did a virtual field trip. They'll get 5 points just for watching it and saying they watched it. And then I gave them this assignment, which is just to watch this video. And it's the daily assignment is an extra credit. Watch the video below. Discuss the skills you believe you have already that will help you in your coding career. Secondly, discuss the skills you need to work on to make you a desirable medical coder. So I always give extra credit assignments too. All right, any question on Ginzabar? You may have questions. It's a lot of information. Write them down and you can ask me later. And I'm also recording this and I'm going to email you guys the recording too, so you can go back and look. All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to actually be going over your ebooks. Once you get the email, it should be tomorrow afternoon to upload your ebooks. You're going to just follow the steps on the email. She's going to give you it's going to have like steps to do this. So it's going to be my ebooks. You're going to go to your ebook library. And this is the book you're going to be working out of. Step by step medical coding. Remember, there was a picture of that on your welcome page on Ginzabar. And this is the workbook. Now, let's see. I want to just show you a couple of perks to your ebook. All right. So this is actually the chapter I'm going to have you guys reading at the end of the week. So say that you need to do dishes, you need to clean house. What can you possibly do to get schoolwork done too?
Chapter 23, I, Ocular Adnexa, Auditory, and Operating Microscope. Watch for special.
Your book will read to you. Is it exciting? No, but you have the option to have it read to you, okay? You're going to have your learning objectives. Say that you want to remember this first line. You're going to be able to highlight. It's going to stay highlighted for you. Now, this is something that I want to tell you that's very, very important. As you're reading and you're going through, you're going to find little exercises. For example, quick check 23-1. This, you're going to be able to find answers above. But I didn't assign you this. Do you think you still need to do it? Yeah, you need to do it for your own practice, but you don't need to turn it into me. You only turn into me what I ask you for in your assignments. But these little quick checks and these little exercises are great for your education. If you are unsure about your answer, guess what you can do? See that Appendix B right there? If you click it, it brings you to the answer key. Now, try to do it yourself first, okay? You don't want to just be getting your answers from the answer key, because when it comes time to take the test, if you make a 0, we're going to have a conversation, okay? But again, here's a quick check. I didn't ask for that, but still take a minute. That may take you 2 or 3 minutes to do, but it's great for your study time. All right. So at the end of every chapter, see, here's another exercise. You guys don't have your CPT manuals yet, so you can't code. But if you want to Google the CPT code for this, just highlight it, Google it, and you can get your answer. And that's what you're going to need to do until you get your manuals. It's perfectly fine. Because guess how many times you're going to pull out your manual as a medical biller or coder? Never. Because it's all online. I'm teaching you guys how to do this from the ground up. That's what I want you to keep in mind. You do not have to be an expert. You just need to know the process. What you're going to do here is so much harder than what the actual job is. I promise you. Real world and book learning are different. But you still get the very basics of what you need to know from the book learning, right? It gives you a basis. Experience is always great, but we're starting with the book learning. All right, so your chapters all pretty much are set up the same way, reading material and exercises. At the end of every chapter, you're going to have a chapter review, okay? So you're going to have a theory, you're going to have the practical, learning objectives, and glossary. I never give you to turn all of this in. I may tell you turn in practical number 1 through 10. Still do the other exercises, but you only need to submit and turn in what I'm asking for. Now, I wanted to point out that in your chapter review, you have a theory and a practical. And I'm telling you this for a reason. Let's go back to our workbook. Now, say one day I say, okay, complete chapter 17 workbook. We were looking at chapter 23. This is what your workbook looks like. But I said chapter 23 workbook, and look, there's a theory here too. Students get mixed up on what I'm talking about, but I always put chapter review theory, chapter workbook theory. So watch your wording, okay? So this is what your workbook looks like. That's your theory portion. This one just happens to have a lot of definition there. And this is your practical where you're actually going to be coding. Any question about the workbook or the textbook? No. Any questions? Period. I know it's overwhelming. I know it's a lot, y'all. So if you're going, OMG, am I ever going to be able to do this? Please understand. I understand that feeling because I'm giving you everything. But take it one day at a time. Do the one little assignment I'm giving you and don't overthink this week. We're taking baby steps to get you where you need to go so you can go in full swing next Monday, okay? So I'm giving you a whole week to do some easy things, to go back and review your onboarding, to get to know your books, to get to know Jenzabar. And if you want to get in and try some assignments in Jenzabar, do it. You're not required to, but I'll still grade it. I'll still look at it. I'll still help you through whatever you need to do there. Okay? Any questions you can think of? Celeste, you're scaring me. You're holding your face and I feel like you're thinking, oh no.
No, I've been through this process before with medical assistants, so I kind of know how the process goes.
Okay, good. Tell them, Celeste, it's a lot of information, but it's not really that hard to navigate, is it?
No, it isn't. Being that I started with a medical assistant first and having to learn Ginge Bar from the first year to now, it's kind of easier. It's not that hard. Do not, like she said, overthink it at all. I promise it's not hard.
Good, thank you. So you can back me up with that. You know, it's like information diarrhea, right? Information overload. I'm trying to tell you about everything because you kind of need to know different components. So, any questions? Anybody ready to run from the door? If you are, let me know now. Y'all good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well,
Yes.
I'm gonna let you go then. I'm gonna be emailing. I have to upload it, so give me a few minutes. I have to upload it to YouTube and then, you know, go from there. And when I send out the email, it'll have this video. It'll have your little flyer assignment that was pretty, that said day one, and then it'll have the actual little thing in the green that had the green frame around it. That's your actual assignment. Won't take you long. I do want to say one more thing. Do not be concerned that you're missing something by not doing regular work this week, because we work on a Ferris wheel module. You start here, you're going to go all the way around, and guess where you're going to end? You're going to get this information before you leave, before you graduate. So don't worry that you're missing anything. One step at a time, okay? It was great to meet you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Bye, everybody.
Have
Bye,
a good day.
guys.
Have a good day.
Y'all too. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.